My boyfriend needs to give up his life's passion. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and from the very beginning, I knew I wasn't the only love in his life. Rugby is his obsession, his passion, and, as much as I hate to admit it, his first priority. At first, I tried to admire his dedication, but over time, it's become glaringly obvious that I'll never outrank the sport. Every Saturday is the same routine. He wakes up early to watch a game on TV, then heads out to play one with his team. By evening, he's back on the couch for another match, and if there's still time before bed, he'll scroll through endless highlight reels. This isn't just a weekend thing either. He practices twice a week, coaches on 2 other nights, and is constantly absorbed in rugby-related talk or activities. Our life together is dictated by his rugby schedule. He takes time off work to play matches, cancels dates, and skips life events without hesitation if they clash with a game. Once, my family organized a fundraiser after my parents' house burned down. He didn't plan to come, his team had a game that day. He only showed up because the match was canceled, and even then, he kept complaining that he could have spent that time watching rugby highlights. And then there's the money. He constantly complains that we're struggling financially, but somehow, he always manages to scrape together enough cash for new cleats, team fees, or tournament travel. Meanwhile, we're often scrambling to make rent or budget for groceries. The injuries are another nightmare. I've lost count of how many times I've had to rush him to the hospital. Split lips, concussions, separated shoulders, he's had them all. There was even one game where he nearly lost an eye. Each trip to the emergency room leaves me in a cold sweat, wondering if this will finally be the injury that changes everything. But as soon as he recovers, he's right back on the field, acting like none of it ever happened. It's exhausting. My entire life feels like it revolves around rugby, whether I want it to or not. I've tried to be understanding. I've tried to adapt, but I can't anymore. I told him he should quit playing. I didn't ask him to give it up entirely. I said he could keep coaching if it meant so much to him. But the endless time commitments, financial strain, and constant risk from playing, that's too much for me to handle. When I finally brought it up, I expected a fight, but his reaction still floored me. He called me a crazy control freak, accused me of trying to take away the one thing that makes him happy. He doesn't see it as a choice between me and rugby. He sees me as someone trying to ruin his life. But I'm at my breaking point. I love him, I really do, but I can't live like this anymore. I feel like I'm constantly competing with a sport, and I'll never win. My life is consumed by his obsession, and it's destroying our relationship. I gave him an ultimatum. It's me or rugby. I already know which one he's going to choose. As much as it hurts, I can't be in a relationship where I come second to a game.